Good morning, Sanai. This is our Health and Human Services. Good morning. Hi, sorry. Health and Human Services podcast COVID update. Today is May 26th. The time flies. I'm going to give people a few minutes to log in. Today we're going to do a brief COVID update and then touch base quickly on a food safety issue that's going around the country. And then I'm going to present briefly on mindful meditation. So how's everyone doing out there? So we're actually trying to get things organized, situated. So hopefully we get a few people from the community to join us. My name is LaDawn. I'm the Tribal Public Health Educator. Yeah, happy to be here. A little bit nervous, but we'll figure it out. How you doing, Victoria?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
It keeps freezing.
Oh no. Well, we can hear your voice, but it looks like the camera's freezing.
Hi everybody, it's Victoria. Healthy Kids, Healthy Community Coordinator. It keeps freezing.
Yeah, your voice is coming through really good. It's just I think your camera's a little slow. We're just waiting for folks to join us. So we've had a few individuals.
Let me switch to my laptop. I'll be back.
Okay. Like I was saying, we had a few individuals on travel, a few of our employees on travel. Quite a bit's been going on, but we're just organizing ourselves and figuring out, what needs to, how things need to be organized going forward. So we have the opportunity to provide you with an update, and we're happy to do so. We're going to do the best that we can. We have a little bit of information to share in regards to the COVID update, and then Rebecca has a little bit of information regarding being mindful of your health. Mindful meditation. Yeah. I was trying to upload something else to share that I have. I might just be able to do something else with it. Anyways. All right. There's Victoria. That looks much better. So currently at San Ildefonso, we have one COVID case. We are seeing a mild increase in numbers in the state. They currently have 935 new cases. And they've tested a little over 10,000 people. So testing is still important, screening is still important, and trying to maintain everything, trying to prevent the spread of COVID is still on everyone's mind. So we just want to remind everyone that it's not really over, but we just need to keep making the effort to wash our hands and wear a mask in large crowds. Avoid large crowds if you can. All of these things are important for preventing the spread and keeping everyone safe. So with that said, I also wanted to spread some information along about an FDA food recall. If you have any peanut butter of the Jif, JIF brand, they are currently recalling peanut butters with specific lot numbers for concern of salmonella. Salmonella is not pleasant. It is a bacterial infection that can be in contaminated food, such as they've identified with the Jif peanut butter. You can go to the FDA website and look under food recalls. It's on their front page. They have specific lot numbers. Essentially, what I've done is I've identified some of this peanut butter and thrown it away. You don't want to leave it so that it's edible for anyone in case someone gets a hold of it. That would be really sad if they got sick from that. So that I just wanted to pass that along because they do have a couple of folks who got sick in Texas. And so I'm assuming that it's possible that that peanut butter lot could have reached New Mexico. And a lot of people like peanut butter, so it's a good snack. And without further ado, we can move into the mindful meditation presentation, unless anyone has questions about the COVID update or about the peanut butter situation. No questions just yet. So, okay. So I'll just go ahead and move into the presentation, and then we can get info from everyone on their individual departments. So today I wanted to briefly talk about mindful meditation. It's a skill that we use that can be really helpful for dealing with stress, whether you're stressed out about your physical health, you're stressed out about things that are going on in your life socially or maybe in your family. This mindful meditation exercise is an easy breathing exercise. You don't have to do yoga. You don't have to be in a certain you don't need any equipment. You really just need yourself and a comfortable place to sit. You can find a relaxed and comfortable position wherever you're sitting. So you want to be either on the chair or on the floor. If you're in a chair, you want your feet to touch the ground. You want to be able to feel the floor beneath your feet. And you want to sit relaxed, but you want your back to be straight. You don't want to slouch. You want to be able to take big belly breaths. So you also want to rest your hands, whichever is comfortable for you. They do recommend that you rest with your palms up and open, but you don't have to do that.
Also, they recommend that you touch the back of your top teeth with the tip of your tongue, which can also aid in relaxation. Again, it's not necessary wherever you're comfortable with your tongue resting in your mouth. The next thing you want to do is basically notice and relax your body. So you want to try to relax all your muscles. You want to relax your back and your legs. If you have a lot of tension, maybe you have anxiety that causes you to tense up, you just want to try to relax everything while you're sitting. You can think about the sensations that you feel when you think about relaxing all your muscles. You might kind of feel like jelly. You want to be able to touch the floor either with your seat if you're sitting on the floor, or your feet on the floor, flat on the floor. And just breathe normal. You don't want to breathe too fast. You don't want to breathe too slow. You want to be comfortable. Now we want to focus on our actual breath. You may even want to put your hand up here under your collarbone. You can feel the breath go in and out. If you are wearing headphones like me, you might be able to hear your breath. And just breathe normal, relaxed. You're not, you're not doing any activities. You're just thinking about your breath, feeling and listening your breath. And remind yourself to sit upright. Remind yourself to take deep belly breaths slowly. Sometimes when we're sitting and breathing deeply, things start to come into our minds. Maybe our stressors are revisiting us. Maybe we get a little bored and want to think about that something new that we want to get for ourselves. Or maybe we're worried about a deadline at work. Just try to bring your mind back to listening, feeling, sensing your deep breaths. If your mind starts to wander again, don't judge yourself for it. Just come back and think about your breaths. So typically you just want to take 5 or 7 minutes and breathe. You can feel your body sink into your chair, or you can feel your muscles relax if you're sitting on the floor. You just want to come back to your breath. If you start to wander, think of things that maybe will stress you out again. You want to hold that space for yourself to have time to relax and breathe. And sometimes, again, your mind will wander. Our minds want to be active. They want to seek out new things. That's not working. This picture was an image, an image that would expand and contract with inhale and exhale. So sorry that it doesn't work. Anyways, we'll just come back to the breath, not get distracted when things don't work out the way we want. And don't forget to notice your body. Notice if you feel relaxed. If there's something you can do to help yourself feel more relaxed. Maybe rolling your shoulders back. Maybe stretching your neck a little. And you can do this anywhere you have a quiet space. This is available on mindful.org. It's a 5-minute breathing meditation. It's really important for everyone to take time out of their busy lives for self-care. And this is something you can do that's easily self-care anywhere you are, where you can get a quiet space to sit and just focus on your breathing and focus on how your body feels. It's a great way if you're under a lot of stress to take a moment and collect yourself. 5 minutes is sometimes all it takes. Sometimes you can do it multiple times a day. It's good for us to remember that stress can be very damaging to us, both emotionally and physically and spiritually. So we all want to remember to try to take some time for yourself and perform that self-care. I hope everyone's feeling better. I hope that wasn't too boring or weird. Sometimes it can seem that way if you've never done it before.
Very helpful. Can you hear me okay?
You're muted.
I'm muted.
Yeah.
Great. How about now? Oh, right there.
I was just saying how it's very helpful to kind of get in touch with, some of the things that you're feeling, I guess. I remember we were in school, we would do an exercise that my instructor called grounding, and it's very similar to what we just went through. And it was really helpful to kind of think about that time and that space, being in that moment, and really finding out where you're connected. And that really brought us back to us, like who we are. We're thinking of all the stress and all the challenges and all the things that are coming up in our lives, assignments, deadlines, family, friends, the pandemic, COVID. And so I think it was really helpful when we would do that for her class. Am I echoing?
It's okay. You're fine.
But I think it's really helpful. And I feel like personally, when we went through this grounding exercise, and then the same with this meditation, I know a lot of Native people, they chant and they sing and they have songs. And this is what we've always done and we've always practiced. I feel like we've always had this way of meditating, and sometimes we lose touch and we forget about our way of meditating and getting back in touch with, either if it's a holistic approach or if it's a traditional approach or cultural, however you want to see it. We have it somewhere in us to find this way of grounding or meditating. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else have anything they'd like to add, or maybe any updates on information from Health and Human Services Department as far as COVID or any other activities go?
I'd like to say thank you to the community. A couple Saturdays ago, we had put together our community event. I wasn't here for the last COVID update. I'm not sure if we send shout outs to the community for coming in and participating in the assessment or coming in to get vaccinated. So I think we had a good outcome from the information that I gathered. We had a good turnout. We also had cowgirls from Santa Fe cater the event, and I think that was really nice that all that came together. And I think going forward, we have a few more events that we're putting together. We just got to coordinate with other departments to make sure that we have our stakeholders meeting, our focus groups for the community health assessment. We're also trying to figure out how we're going to get more assessments or surveys completed for those that would like to complete them. We still have that opportunity. We're still in conversation with Aztec to be so we can get that going. So if you have any questions, you can call us. We're here at the Health and Human Service Building. I think that's all we have for right now. That's all I have for right now.
Do you think, is your laptop speaker microphone and the other microphone? I wonder if that would be it.
Sometimes technology gets the best of us. Sometimes what's going on with the board? Yeah, that's strange. There's always, you can always learn something new, right? But yeah, we definitely are not done with our community needs health assessment. We had a really great event. It was wonderful to see everyone turn up, take the time and energy to contribute to our community needs health assessment. We're still going to need more. So I'm excited to see this process take place. It's going to really help everyone here, be beneficial to the community. And that's why we're doing it. We work for you, so that's really important. And we even got some of the Santa Fe County Fire Department to come see us. Nola Dawn was very excited about that. She worked very hard to get us the wee woo truck and everything. They were super nice, and they're willing to definitely come out and do it again when they're available. So that's really great and exciting. And if you missed it last time, please come out again when we have our next event. And yeah, bring the kids. We all love seeing the kids play on the fire trucks and the ambulance. So that's exciting.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
Because I can hear that echo. I'm just going to take off my.
That's fine.
Okay, so the reasoning behind getting the fire truck or getting participation from different departments is always important. It raises awareness. And so I reached out to a few departments, fire departments, to see if we could get a fire engine here. And I think with community events, people are always curious. People see a fire truck and they want to know what's going on, or it's just new to them. And so with the fire, that was the intent of bringing the fire engine in. But we also had other groups come in and participate and kind of spend a little time with us when we had our community health assessment Saturday. That was the reasoning behind bringing the fire engines. I just wanted to share that. Thank you for those of you who were curious and came over to talk with the Pewaukee Fire Department.
Awesome. That was great. I had so much fun talking to them. And let us put on their equipment and their gear and how heavy it was. I always forget how heavy scuba gear is. And we got to feed them, which is always fun. They love food. If you've ever seen a fire department at the supermarket, it's because they're shopping for their house. So it's an event. It's a thing. Yeah. Victoria, do you, I know you just stepped away, but when you come back, if you have anything else you want to add, Thelma, if you are with us and want to add anything, we'd love to hear from you.
I just wanted to say that we're still conducting fitness assessments for anybody interested. It's for enrolled members of San Ildefonso, age 14 and older. They must reside in the village. Let's see what else. If you cannot make it during the 8 to 5 hours, I am willing to work with you to either come after hours or even a weekend. So, but please call me to make sure we get this arranged. That way we can figure out the best time. And also I can rearrange my schedule for you guys. So just putting that out there. And I think that is it. And this will help you to go to, once the fitness assessment is completed, you can take it either to Anytime Fitness in Los Alamos or Espanola, or also go up to Pewaukee Wellness Center. So remember, just call me and let me know. Thank you.
Thanks, Victoria. I think, are we still doing the walks currently? Are we starting at 8:30 or are we still at 9? Next month. So June, let's see. So it'll be start on Thursday, June 2nd. Because that'll be, yeah. So Thursday, June 2nd, we're going to start walking a little earlier because it's starting to get hotter. And we're going to start walking at 8:15. Please join us. I try to get out there whenever I can. Walking is a great way to help regulate your metabolic system, to get physical activity in. It's good for all of your systems, really. It's good for your vascular system. And it's good for your mental health. So come walk with us. We can hang out and chat and walk, or you can walk if you want to have some quiet time. That's okay too. Yes, every Tuesday and Thursday, we walk. The way the week is, we're changing it to 8:15 for June. So Tuesday, May 31st, will still be at 9, and then Thursday, June 2nd, since that's the start of June, we'll start at 8:15. So that would be nice. What other news do we have? Yes. Yeah, it's just like before, Edie. We're just trying to bump the time up so that we aren't dehydrating ourselves first thing in the morning with the sunlight. Don't forget to wear your sunscreen and drink water. And if you are not a fan of water, you can add some citrus fruit to that. Maybe some strawberry slices or lemon or lime, whatever you like, can help flavor up that water for you. How much water do we want to drink in a day, LaDawn?
128 ounces or 6 to 8 glasses. It's all dependent on you. You know, if you're working out, if you're outside, you're definitely going to need more water. So it's all dependent. But that's usually the general recommendation.
I can remind people that one of the first symptoms of dehydration is grumpiness. If you're feeling grumpy, have a glass of water. Start there.
You know, I was always, I don't know why there's echo.
It's okay, I'll try muting you.
Okay. So I feel like we need more participation. I think it's our department that's the only one walking. So I'm thinking maybe our next meeting, we're going to have to figure out a way to get more people involved in our walking program. So maybe we had talked about passing along a baton. There was a conversation of creating a baton and we'd pass it from department to department and having a representative or even the whole department come out and participate that particular week in the walks. So that's probably going to come up in one of our meetings again, you know, to get more participation in individuals walking. There's so many benefits to exercising, to increasing physical activity. So I mean, that's the start, you know, we go in this pre-contemplation phase of increasing exercise. It's a lot of the conversations that I've been having was, you know, I want to eat better. I want to exercise more. And I think the very beginning of that is getting over that hump and saying, okay, and you start that exercise, and it's really, you need support too. A lot of people need support, and so that's what we're here for, is to support individuals. Maybe they can't get to the gym, maybe they could just go for a walk and start there. So maybe conversation around passing along the baton, that might work.
All right. That would be a great idea. I might be a little afraid to accept the baton, but I would be willing if others will. Yeah, it's starting to get hot out earlier, definitely, Edie. 1.5 PT. I'm not really, I don't know if I understand Victoria or LaDawn.
Paid time off.
Is it, paid time off maybe?
Reference to the law. I have no idea.
Perhaps. Or Edie, maybe you could explain what you mean by the PT. Do you mean it like as PTO, paid time off? I want to have physical training. Oh, excellent. Well, that's really good to know. That's something that our department will definitely look into if we're not already. Sometimes we have things going on we're not all aware of, but that's a great idea, and I think that's a really good ethic to have at work, is to have your employees have the ability to do some kind of physical activity. Even oftentimes I will get up from my desk and just go for a really quick walk to get my mind going again. Because a lot of us sit at computers, and we're staring at screens that can be a little hard on the eyes. So it's good to just get up and get your blood moving a bit. Sometimes if you have a smartwatch, it'll ask you to get up. I'm kind of famous for telling it to get lost. It does help remind me to be physical and not sit around too much. They say those who sit too much tend not to live long lives, but then they also say people who stand too much don't live long lives. So a good mix of both, I think, is the key to good health. What say you, Victoria? You're the activity queen.
What? Just kidding. Let's see what else.
I can't hear anything.
Just have coming up for June is just having everybody get up and get out. You know, especially now that our walks are starting earlier. I know it'll be better for a more productive day. Staff does allow 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the afternoon. So no excuses, staff. You can combine your time and get that walk in the mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What else? Yeah, just whenever you have a chance, just get up and get out. That's it.
Thank you. All right, well, this is fun. But I don't want to sit in silence. And everyone's been really good at contributing and participating. So, thanks so much, Edie. Thanks for coming in and chatting with us. We appreciate that. I think we're going to wrap up this podcast. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to contact us, whether it be the COVID line or our emails. You can come by and ring the doorbell, but you're better off giving us a call ahead of time. Sometimes we have a lot going on. Sometimes we don't. We try to make sure we have a lot going on anyways. And, please feel free, if you're watching this as a recording, to comment with questions, concerns, suggestions, ideas. We'd like to hear it all. We thank you very much for coming and hanging out with us for this short COVID live stream. And we look forward to seeing you again next week. Same time, same place.